The moon hung low in the darkening sky, casting an eerie glow over the deserted streets of Ashwood. A chill ran down Detective Jameson's spine as he stepped out of his car, the crunch of gravel beneath his feet the only sound breaking the silence. He glanced at the small, dilapidated house in front of him, its windows boarded up like empty eyes staring back. Shadows danced across the walls as the wind picked up, rustling leaves and sending loose papers swirling through the air. Jameson felt a shiver run down his spine as he gazed at the old Victorian, its once grand facade now weathered to a worn, foreboding grey. A faint scent of decay wafted on the breeze, making his stomach turn. The air was heavy with an unsettling presence, as if the house itself was watching him. Jameson's instincts screamed at him to turn back, but he steeled himself and stepped forward, his eyes fixed on the front door. A sliver of moonlight cut across the threshold, casting a silver glow on the dusty welcome mat. As he approached the door, Jameson noticed a small piece of paper taped to the window. He squinted to read the scrawled message, "They'll come at midnight. Don't be here." A shiver ran down his spine as he realized this message was meant for him. Who could have written it, and how did they know he'd be here? Jameson's gut told him to leave, but he was a detective, and he had to follow his instincts. He pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside, his eyes adjusting to the dim light. The air inside was thick with the scent of rot and decay. The silence was oppressive, and Jameson's skin crawled as he moved deeper into the house. Every step creaked beneath his feet, making it sound like he was walking through a tomb. He called out, "Hello. Is anyone here?" But only his own voice echoed back. Jameson's heart pounded in his chest as he made his way up the creaking stairs, his hand on the banister. The darkness seemed to press in around him, making it hard to breathe. He fumbled for his flashlight and turned it on, casting a weak beam of light down the hall. A faint whisper seemed to caress his ear, sending shivers down his spine. Jameson spun around, but there was no one there. He tried to shake off the feeling, telling himself it was just the wind, but the hairs on the back of his neck stood on end. As the clock struck midnight, Jameson felt a creeping sense of dread. He was alone in the house, and he knew that something was coming. He tried to call for backup, but his phone was dead. Suddenly, a door slammed shut behind him, plunging Jameson into darkness. He frantically fumbled for his flashlight, but it was too late. A faint whisper seemed to come from all around him, "You should have left when you had the chance." Jameson's world went black as a figure loomed over him, its presence suffocating. And then, everything went silent. When Jameson came to, he was lying on the floor, his head throbbing. He sat up, confused, and that's when he saw the note, "You were never here. It was always you who was coming." The words seared themselves into his brain as he realized the horrific truth: he was the victim all along.